have enough. There are like 2. Okay, so as Holy Ghost, the first thing I gotta do is pour a sip of SKL out onto Hartman. For all the people who couldn't be here today. Okay. Got it. Okay, so first I'm going to pass down Gaylord, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to lead you all in the Pride Parade this year. It was an amazing experience, and I know the person I'm passing it down to is just as excited, if not more excited than I was about this job. So, Caroline, come on up. Alright, then next I'm going to pass down Holy Ghost. And I think the person I'm passing it down to is pretty passionate about the traditions and keeping things organized and running properly, which is important. I feel lucky enough to have no qualms about giving her this responsibility and trust her completely to do the job. So, if Sophia's here already, you're here. Alright, so, hey guys, I'm Maya, and I've spent my last 5 summers here at Lancaster, which is a long time. But it allowed me to see the camp grow and change in wonderful ways, and it allowed me to grow up with it, which I'm very grateful for. So now I'm a rising senior in high school, with college applications due, and a lot of people back home wondering why I even bothered to come back to nerd camp. Those are people that I live nowhere near, where I go to class for 7 hours a day for 3 weeks. It doesn't sound very appealing, but from Latin and Lan to Ashby this year, I've had a blast. And I mean, I'd be remiss not to mention last year's VOC class, which was legendary in its own right. It wasn't all due to the classes, but I am a huge nerd, so it was partially due to the classes. But it was also the people. Although no one that I knew in 14-1 is here anymore as a student, as far as I can tell, I've always been lucky enough to return to a community filled with the best people I've ever met. Each year I come back, I meet more and more amazing people from all over, but mainly New York and New Jersey, that I'd never otherwise meet. And that's wonderful. The problem with this is that it makes meeting so much more difficult. So, to all the people I worked with and befriended this year, too many of you to name quickly, I love you all, and I'm sorry I'm too emotionally sensitive to tell you that more often. 3 quick shout-outs for people that I've spent the last 3 sessions with, even if, for this one, 2 of them were only here virtually. Emma, Grace, and Visecki, you're all amazing, and you made my time here at Lan better, and I'm glad that we've managed to keep in touch outside of camp, which is something I'm notoriously bad at. I'd also like to thank Richard, because he put up with us a lot and helped us out when we asked him. I'd like to thank Sarah Davis, because she was my RA last year and was amazing, and is still here this year being just as awesome. And I'd like to thank Emily, my current RA, because she put up with all my Trinity nonsense, like a random Trinity hill run yesterday instead of packing, and almost missing dinner on the first day because I was already busy annoying Richard with questions and worries about the session's traditions. Finally, to my squirrel children, Melanie and Amelia. Melanie, I'm so sorry that you're unable to return to CTY next year, but you're still amazing, and I'm so glad I adopted you, even though I clearly wasn't the best at explaining everything that was going on. Amelia, you're also amazing. I hope you can return and keep experiencing this wonderful camp for yourself. Both of you, feel free to call me if you ever need anything. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the Passionfruit.
Hi guys, I'm Susanna and I was your son this year. So first things first, we have this. It's a grail, it's great. I have to pass this down to someone I think will do a great job next year because she's kind, way more organized than I'll ever be, and she's like wonderful in general and I love her so much. So Bella.
Okay, so now I get to speak about this
cult that we're all in. It's a cult. You all know it. It's really weird because I've been watching these speeches for the past 3 years, and now it's my turn, which makes me really uncomfortable. So I really started caring about CTY 4 years ago when I was sitting at Passionfruit in a Japanese garden at the Seattle site and trying to figure out why the older kids are so obsessed with like nerd camp because they were teenagers, so I thought they were actually cool. They weren't. 61 was really weird, but I met some really good people there, and Pokemon Go was still a thing. And on closing day of that year, this kid that none of you guys know, Nathan, he was texting me, and he said that I should come to LAN not because of like TiVo or traditions or people, but because he wanted a girl on his ultimate frisbee team. That's the only reason. And I showed up here, and I knew no one besides 2 people, Nathan and Sienna, and I didn't know any traditions, and I jumped in because I had literally nothing to lose. And I found some of the best people and my best friends here. This place that we could experience is so rich with people who love each other and actually care about each other. And for me, it's like more of an escape. This home is like stressful and lonely and confusing, and being able to be around people who know me and like me is like a really good feeling. And even at like the end, when we all leave and we're like 3,000 something miles away from each other, the love just doesn't go away. And it's like, I knew that when like on opening day this year when Selah and Nathan just like sprinted at me and attacked me outside the ASFC, and like that was just like a really good feeling. And so today is my last day at CTY. I'm 16 and it's time for me to go. It's finally the day the music dies. It's time for me to go back to the place that I'm from and the end of the tour. It's time for me to move on, and I'm okay with that. I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you, goodbye, and thanks for the memories. I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY and I love
Mono bottle has been established.
Morning, y'all. As some of you may know, I'm Elise Chapman, and I was this year's father. But today I'm giving it to someone else. The girl I chose is kind, funny, and so involved with everything that makes this place beautiful. Most importantly, she seems like she's willing to yell at some kids and get called daddy for 3 weeks. I think she'll do amazing, and I really believe in her. Your 19-1 father will be Imogen Drysdale. Anyway, on to my team. Let's start off with me, pre-CTY, because my chronological speak is original. Basically, I was an a-hole. I come from a relatively small town in Trash State. My girl child, Joanna, can tell you that. So growing up, I was always considered one of the smartest. So I believed it, and I acted like it. I fit the stereotype of nerd to a T, down to repressing some of the things that I liked and enjoyed to fit that. But then I came here. I came here a bit late, and I will always mourn that 2-year loss, but the fact that I came changed it. My 4 years, 16 months, as I tailed around Izzy Mullins the entire time, put me in a whole new perspective. It sounds kind of comical, but seriously, like I started wearing dresses, dancing, even, working on my sense of humor. Even though it can be easily debated, I still don't have one. It was something that only ever happened in movies, but it was happening to me. Then in 17-1, I decided to venture a bit from Izzy's side, although not for lack of trying. And I met the closest friends I've ever had. You all are lovely, wonderful, exceptional, brilliant, unique, astounding people, and I don't know where I'd be without you. What was amazing is that you all accepted me just as I was, no apologies, no excuses. The third thing I think I ever said to Nathan Burke was that I liked this girl, and yet he still puts up with me. The entire Teaching 1 year was surreal. It was like I was standing among giants and I loved every second of it. Mia, Will, Deanna, Sarah, Izzy, Joe, and so many more helped to make me the passable human being that I am today. So, 18 months. I'm the father, I guess. It may not feel the same for every father, past or future, but to me, personally, the position meant acceptance. I'm going to be completely honest. Even though a position doesn't make you better than any other person here, it felt pretty good to be named father. It meant at least one person saw something in me that was meant for something a little bit bigger than myself. It meant that one person trusted me enough to tell a 15-year-old that I was a leader, kind of. I hope, Imogen, that you'll gather some sort of purpose from this, like I did. So now we're here, in this moment. My universe is ending. My tour is coming to a close. I don't want it to, of course, but like many other no mores and nevermores before me, I feel prepared. I've seen this coming for a while. Last night, I was walking back from the dance, and it occurred to me, as I'm sure it occurs to everyone, how finite I am. I'll leave this place as a memory and eventually become a relic of time until I fade. For myself, I want to remember every second, every tidbit, every conversation and laugh and can't, but I know I can't because that's all finite. But I'll remember how you made me feel because that could never be finite. Each and every one of you is glowing deep in the dreary day-to-day, and I love you. If I've cried into your shoulder, I love you. If I've sat with you on the quad, I love you. If I've high-fived you for a bad joke, I love you. Even if I've never met you, I think I love you. And that's just what CTY is to me. Outpouring unconditional love. This place has made me a better student, a better friend, a better leader, a better person. I wouldn't be half the tired, sick, and frankly terrified girl walking around without this. My no mores and nevermores. Call me, text me, I'm serious. I am willing to be annoying and make you hate me if it means I can stay in contact. To my one more than other youngins, the same applies to you, but also enjoy your time. Savor your time like your favorite dessert. These beautiful moments will not happen twice. This has been a bit of a ramble, but I think it's hard to put into words how much something like this means. This is my family by choice and my home by accident, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, and I love the passion fruit.
Today is the day the music died. Last night was our last dance, and it's our last summer. And to be honest, I'm not ready to let go. I'm lucky that I don't have to let go entirely. I still have another session. But I'm unlucky that I have to watch my family leave home and go back to their home with the world. This is my home, and I don't think anything can make me want to leave it. But a home is marked by people. You are all my family, whether you're my child like Christy or a cousin 25 times. The Red Spot is the largest living room in the world, and we're all here to say goodbye. I have to say goodbye to more than just my family, however. I have to part with the jacket and hat that have been a part of me over the past year. Through the thick and thin of sophomore year, this physical reminder of my family pulled me through, and now I'm giving it up. The Jester is outgoing and well-respected. Representative of the sum of our parts, the Jester is the oldest position at Session 1 Lancaster. I'm passing on the coat we borrowed from James Dean to the strongest leader and most outgoing one more I know. Sam, come here. Finally, I want to thank everyone who has made CTY what it is for me. Thank you to everyone here and everyone gone. Thank you to Will and Michael and Harrison and Alan. You're the best teammates I've ever had. Thank you to the wonderful RAs like Louie, Megan, Esmeralda, and Katrina who help us uphold the traditions of the community that we built. Thank you to Sienna for getting me to come here. I owe you the world, Mom. Thank you to everyone who sits in the alcove every day. You're all my fucked up family and I love you so much. I'm running out of time and my time's up. Wise up, eyes up. I've got 3 more weeks, but today is the day of my first death. I like you, I love you, I CTY you to hell and back. I love CTY and I love the passion fruit.
Okay, so the first thing I was gonna pass down was the Galaxy hat, which isn't here. If anybody sees it, please return it. We're just gonna be referring to the hat that has no physical properties. So the Galaxy hat gets passed around a lot, and we probably all have head lice, but it's a part of our session in a weird, almost unnoticeable way. Similarly, we don't all know each other, and we won't all be friends with each other closest ends, but we influence each other's lives, and I think that's beautiful. So yeah, we're all Galaxy. That's my message. Anyway, I want the person I'm passing this down to know that they matter as this hat is what's right. So Imogen, take it. This hat to help make this. Okay, so I was your Jack Flash this session. What that means is that I was in charge of organizing and buying glow sticks for rave circles and teaching the spinning the raves. I said a bunch of stuff about this last night. You get the idea. I'm passing Jack Flash down to someone who I can say without a doubt is sweet and inviting and genuinely caring and kind. I can confidently say that I trust this person to care about this community as much as I would always do. So your Jack Flash 91 is thank you. Alright, now Jack Flash has a thing with cats. So no. So this is my hat from Emily, and this is a hat that I got 2 years ago, like the minute I came out, because I was like, I'm gay, I need a snapback. Okay, so my school year was 15-1, and I was pretty sure that everyone would hate me. It's ironic that 15-1 in line for registration, I met Gaia. I can confidently call my first friend. Shout out to her, and I know we all miss her. 15-1 was a real swim of a session, and to put that into terms you can understand, I literally hit puberty that summer. That was pretty cool. 16-1, BB was also here that every person I met told me that I was probably gay, and I can't believe I didn't see it sooner. I met my squirrel mom, Victoria Provost, and I want to shout her out for saving my skin dozens of times over the years. Thanks to Gaia, I met Will and Sienna. For the first time in my life, I can confidently say I had best friends by virtue of working my way into their social group. 2 years later, I'm relieved to say that nothing's changed. Will and Sienna, when you watch this video later, and you better, thank you so much for changing my life. I can't imagine being the semi-decent person I am without you guys. 17-1, the first session I went into actually knowing people, being confident about my social standing. Last summer was a session that I actually talked to people I didn't know without hesitation. Summer that I actually danced with Cannon. The summer that I actually did the rave circle and loved it. Last summer I met Nathan and Susanna, and I love you guys with all my heart. 17-1, I cried a lot for no reason other than sensitivity and like chemical imbalances and extreme unrequited homosexuality. Thanks to Will and Sienna and Nathan for hugging me like all the time. It's really, really what I need. This session has been surreal. It's like a dream I'll probably forget. Shout out to my squirrel kids, Imogen, Bella, and Sam for just being really, really good eggs. I hope I can take 1 ounce of confidence I gained this session home with me. People knowing your name is wild. I can say the worst part about leaving CTY is knowing that no other community will understand you so intrinsically and so selflessly for like a really long time. To my position holders, I think we did all right. I hope we did. It will like my ride or die, and I love you to the moon and back. I have group projects in school, but tradition this year is the best thing I've ever worked on, and I love doing it with you guys. The person that stepped onto this campus 4 years ago, she's like a distant acquaintance that I vaguely remember. I would make brunch plans with, but bail at the last second. Y'all have changed me. This has changed me. I wish I could go back to that 13-year-old and tell her that everything is going to turn out okay, but she definitely had to figure that out on her own. I'm scared to leave, absolutely dreading it. Mostly because I grew up here. Literally, like every formative part of my childhood happened here, or in the spaces between the lines that make up a full year of calling, and texting, and playing online cards against humanity, and waiting to see you all again. I feel like an important part of my childhood is ending, and I know that's a ridiculous and overly dramatic thing to say at 16 years of age. But after caring so deeply and so truly about a place that can't seem real, and yet for 12 months of my life has been the only reality I've been able to understand, I'd say the drama is appropriately applied. I'm really, really gonna miss this place. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the passion.
Hi everyone, I'm Francesca Lagozo and I was your stripper for this session. Before I begin to cry, I want to introduce you to next year's stripper. I got to know her a lot by the end of session, and I knew that she was the right choice when I met her the first time. She's really enthusiastic and passionate about what she does, and she loves CTY and tradition so much. The day after I told her she was going to be the stripper, a friend of hers came up to me and told me she'll make an awesome stripper. I knew I made the great choice right then. So, Cece, will you come get the stripper here? My score year at CTY was 16.1. And on my last day 2 years ago, I sat where you guys are sitting and I watched Passionfruit for the first time. That day, I went home and I began writing my Passionfruit speech that I would give 2 years later. When I came home from 17.1 last year, I added to what I had already started the year before. Then, with my luck, my phone crashed in December and I lost everything I'd written all these years before. At first, I was devastated, but then I realized I remember exactly what I wanted to say all these years, because it's always the same every year. What CTY means to me is not what was kept in the notes on my phone. It's what was in my heart all those years. And no phone glitch is ever going to make me forget what CTY means to me. Growing up, I always felt like I was part of a minority, that I was never going to find other people like me. Then I came here and I learned that I was never alone. I just hadn't found my people yet. CTY means to me so many different things. First, it's a place where I can truly be myself, where I can geek out and get excited about math without being judged. Second, in 3 weeks, we develop relationships that are stronger than ones that have taken years to develop. No words can explain the bonds that we form as a family in these 3 weeks. I've met so many amazing people throughout my years here, and you've all changed my life in such an incredible way that I can't even describe. In all 16 years of my life, I never felt like I belonged anywhere more than I feel like I belong here at CTY. I remember a forevermore once said that for 3 weeks of the year, we're home, and then we have to wait another 49 weeks until we can come back home. Now I'm moving out for good. I'm not sure what summer's gonna be like without having CTY to look forward to. I'll be honest, I'm kind of scared. I'm scared that I'm never gonna feel like I belong, like I feel like I belong here. But as much as I'm scared, I'm also happy. I'm so lucky and grateful that I was able to grow with all of you. I want to end with a meaningful quote that I hope you all remember as we finish this session. Don't be sad because it's over, be glad because it happened. Yeah, we're pretty sad right now, but it's the perfect time to reminisce about all the good memories that we've made this year and all the years before. Being at this camp is so special and not many people get the chance to do what we do. So remember, we may be sad that CTY is over, but let's be glad it happened in the first place. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love Passionfruit.
Alright, so before
definitely proves the horoscope is real. Come on up here, Naomi, if you know me, come on up here and get that good stuff. Here you go. And as for me, I chose Lindsay West. First time I met her was at Carlisle. I met her very briefly, and she's basically like a bubbly light in a terrible place. She's so friendly. She's so smart. I have so much faith in her for next year. So Lindsay, you're gonna be amazing next year. I'm ready to lend you a hand. I'm sorry. Come up here. Oh, where are you? There you are. You're supposed to get a giant spoon, but Jack Ray never got to eat it, never gave it to me, so this is a water bottle. This is like some kind of like holy spoon holder now.
It's an act of muscle.
It is an act of muscle. Now sad stuff. Hey, so you guys know me, I'm Hillary. This is one of this year's mama gods. I don't like being trapped. I've been here 6 years. I was a session hopper before I went to Carlisle, and it was so bad I stopped session hopping to return here for the rest of my years. And being in a situation where I literally have no option and no way of getting here is really jarring as I finally registered. I literally have run out of options. All the little things are slipping away from me. For one of the first times in my life, I'm totally at the mercy of some situation I have no way at all of changing it in the slightest. I can never complain again about how tiring BLT is. I can't play Blammo ever again. This is my last lanyard. This is my last shirt. And Mr. Brightside is just going to be a memory, and American Pie is gone. Raving is now just a lonely pastime thing with a cult following. I feel like I'm reading my own eulogy or whatever kind of speech you make when somebody dies. I read a book this year in Utopia called Herland about a utopian country of just they have this sort of cultishly intense communal love they thrived on that was basically what made their society utopia, and I was basically like, yeah, that's mushy, whatever. I don't know what that. Then I went to club time and I did Pilsner time, and I was like, nah, that was wrong, I'm a big idiot. CTY has taught me a lot of things, answered a lot of questions over the 6 years I've been. Am I an idiot? Is it okay to be an idiot? Is it okay to be weird? Am I an asshole? Can I be happy again? Can I be loved? Can I love? Is this place real? And the answer is yes to all of those things. There's a collective love in this place, just like Berlin. For each other, we have a collective love for each other, what we do, our songs, our music, our culture, for being a total effing nerd, and living it, being gay, ace, pan, bi, trans, or anything, and just love and acceptance. I'm a nerd, okay? We asked in Canadian history, because I'm from Canada, what makes nation, and we're more of a nation than most of the countries I know. It's us in the world, or us against the world. Either way, I know there's some poems here. Was, is, forever will be. Even when I dissociate, which is basically like, memories can make you strong, even if you can't return to what made them. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the passion for it.
yourself and do whatever you want to be. And by doing that, you improve yourself. You gotta make sure you are composed enough to your own way with like a parent, some lady here, trace on, or anything like that. Just gotta be you. And last session, you're right. Last session, a no more in my hall gave me some really good advice during the last dance. She said, I feel like the person I am during CTY is the person I should try to be year-round. And I've thought about that a lot since, and I think she was right. Even if you feel like that doesn't really apply to you, just being put in this environment is still a chance to see things in a new way and open yourself up to so many different interests. It's such an amazing thing. I feel real lucky I got to experience it, even if part of me wishes I had a little more time. I think I might be ready to go. My first year, I never danced at dances. I just played BS in the little like area off to the side and watched Wall-E, and that can be fine. For some people, that's just what you gotta be doing. But going to CTY made me realize that I did like more stuff, like dancing, and making friends, and talking to new people. And I might never have tried any of that stuff if I hadn't just been given the chance to see whether or not I liked it. So my parting words are to embrace what you love here, but also to try something new and do something you never thought you would want to before. I'm gonna miss CTY a whole bunch, and I'm gonna miss all of you like crazy. Thanks for being so patient with me and letting me grow, and thank you so much for a great last session. I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY, and I love the passion.
Mike, I love you.
Hey everyone. I'm Hudson. My voice is kind of shot from last night, but anyway, this year I was a friend. Friend is a position that embodies all the friendships here at CTY and tries to introduce themselves to as many people as possible, whether on the first day, the last day, or any day in between. And their duty is just to make everyone feel included. So, the person that I've chosen to succeed me, I know will do an amazing job, and I have the utmost faith that they will be able to help me be better than me. So, Sylvie? Anyways, so, when I first came to CTY 2 years ago, I was antisocial, awkward, and generally annoying. Looking back at that now, I can really see how much I've changed and grown since then. And I really think I can attribute a lot of that to this camp. After my year of being antisocial in 16-1, shout out to Richard and Andrew and the rest of my hall for putting up with that. I reached out to Bill, Mia, Zilla, and it's probably the best decision I ever made. By doing that, I was able to break out of my shell a little bit and grow into the person I am today. I learned to rave, talk to authority figures, talk to people in general, and just have become a more compassionate person in general. I also met so many amazing people, like all the no mores over there, the one mores, who are going to make 19-1 even better than 18. The RAs, who do so much to make sure we're safe and comfortable, the dining staff who cleans up after us, and so many others. I also met my two children, Christy and Matt, in New York. But now I have to leave. And that's scary. It's frightening, awful, and any other negative adjective you could think of. I don't feel ready to leave yet. I want to spend more time in my favorite place in the world, with my favorite people. But I can't. But just because I'm leaving here doesn't mean any of the things I've learned, friendships I've made, or memories I've made here. They will always hold a special place in my heart. CTY is a community, not just a particular place. And even though I'm leaving the place that holds a lot of meaning to me, I'll never leave the community that makes CTY so enjoyable. I like you. I love you. I CTY you. I love CTY. And I love the Passionfruit.
This is my 4th year at CTY, every year at Lancaster.
My first session was 15 too. I was 12 and I was really scared, and so I didn't participate in tradition at all. The next year I went to session 1 and I started participating in tradition. I was but not much more. Session 1 though, I participated in a lot of tradition and I really excited that I was here I am now. So I just loved this session. It might be old and dirty and smelly. In Alyssa's words, 5 different flavors of BO. But it meant so much to me to be able to wear it every day. Sure, it was hot out, and sure, it was a hazard to me and all the people around me. But it was given to me because I was trusted to take care of it, and it means so much to me. It was my opportunity to give back to the community, and it's given so much to me. I'm so grateful for it. Wearing the clothes is a reminder to me that I've been a part of something as amazing as CTY. And that feeling of community will stay with me for the rest of my life. Here I have been able to express myself, and not only was I not judged for it, I was appreciated for it. Wearing the cloak was a way for me to have confidence in myself and be comfortable with standing out. And so when choosing who to pass it on to, I knew it had to be someone who was proud of who they are, isn't afraid to be eccentric, even if other people just know better. That's why I chose Alex. Leaving isn't going to be easy. Right now, it seems impossible. Some people say in their speeches that they're ready to leave, but I don't feel ready at all. I'm not ready for the end of dances and quad times, of AI and Star Crash, of Turkey Hill and Farley's Record, of ISOs and the resulting purpose. But even though I don't feel ready to leave, I know that I need to go anyway. I've learned so much here. Not just academically, but also about myself. But I know that now I have to figure out the rest on my own. Thank you, all of you, for just being you. You all are more amazing than you know. And I'm so grateful that I had the chance to spend my last session with you all. To the first years, I'm so glad you came to Passionfruit, even if you think it's weird. You all are wonderful. Rising Rovers and Nevermore, you guys are going to do such a great job, and I'm so excited for you all. I know you'll take good care of this place and you're going to really make it good. And no more than Nevermore. This is it, guys. You reached the end of the tour. This is so far from easy, but I'm so honored to have spent my no more year with you all. I think we did a damn good job. I don't want to leave at all, but it's time. We have to move on and start new chapters in our lives. Because, to quote Closing Time, every new beginning is some other beginning today. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the passion.
Hello, I'm Aradhana. Okay, I'm Aradhana, also known as Arugula, also known as the keeper of the lanyard staff. If you don't know me from FICPO or Logic, you've probably seen me getting chastised for forgetting my night for the thousandth time, or playing Swampy ISO, or committing one of the innumerable offenses that have any useful I for the long distance outside. If you do meet me, you know I like to talk a lot, but I'll try to keep this as concise as I can. Firstly, I would like to pass the lanyard staff down to Laura. Have fun with this bad boy next year. Revel in its heaviness. In all seriousness, wear this relic with pride. It has the memory of so many others, and you will add more to it. I've been here for 2 years, and when you can safely say that a 6-week event in entirety of 6 weeks that has impacted your entire worldview, it is impossible for such a place not to be special. I may not be old or wise, but I think CTY has been an integral stepping stone in hopefully one day getting there. Here I've learned lessons that I didn't learn at home, and we can probably all agree that the most important
weird place for a self-conscious, barely 15-year-old to arrive. There were people spinning what I thought were weird shiny breast implants on string and bopping to the Super Mario theme in the middle of the hall. I initially resisted the traditions in general and usualness, but I wish I had figured out earlier the most important thing I've learned at CTY. Never try and resist it. There is no such compromising yourself in the sake of self-confidence. You should always try to be the best version of yourself, but to try to minimize the importance of the things you love or change your own self is a pointless thing to do. One of the most magical things about this place is how it somehow takes away the restraint we have in the normal world to unabashedly admit how much we like things. There's nothing uncool about being genuinely passionate about anything, and you should never have to feel like you need to act morally to disguise it. Say I love you, not so often that it's trivial, but definitely not too infrequently. Whatever your interests are, they'll make you special. I honestly don't feel like we're losing anything. Moving on, yes, and pretty unwillingly so, but losing something? CTY isn't the arches, or the Kivo curly fries, or even the beloved roaches that live in our brains. A great line from clothing designers: time for you to go back to the places that you always want. That's where we are going, and we can take the spirit of CTY with us anytime we refuse to compromise our nerdiness or give a stranger a chance. We can carry the sentiments that make the place what it is with us for the rest of our lives. Finally, to end my spiel, everyone, even if I haven't ever talked to you, it's all of us that make CTY what it is. It's been one hell of an electric Google. I like you, I love you, I CTY you all. I love CTY, and I love the
Property, I love you.
Alright, hello everyone. My name is Justin, and you may remember me as the guy who broke the shot glasses exactly a year ago. So, now that I never have to worry about breaking these ever again, I will be counting them down. And I know they're really just trinkets compared to something like the Holy Ghost. But this person who I've chosen to receive them, I think would make a great watermelon cutter. So, Sophia? Alright, so now onto my speech. So, I wish I could say that I loved CTY for my entire 2 years here, but I didn't. So, when I first came here in 17.1, I really, I'm gonna be honest, I hated CTY. I thought all of you were a bunch of weirdos. It's weird thing. God. But something changed. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was really experiencing CTY for what it was my first time at my first dance, or maybe I just learned to open up a little bit. But I was like, yeah, you're all weirdos, but so am I. And I love it. And CTY taught me to just open myself up to the world a little bit. And my biggest regret is that I couldn't realize that sooner. So, I know, we all make fun of that speech on the first day, calling CTY a utopia for the smartest people in the world, but it's not entirely wrong. And while CTY may not be home like the smartest people, it is home to some of those special, kind people that I have had the pleasure of knowing. That's why that's why it sucks to be huge. Because the rest of the world is not like CTY. It can be cruel and unfair. I'm scared. I'm scared to leave this place. I'm scared to grow up, but I know that I won't be alone. Because I will never be alone, because I have you, the special people who make CTY the place that I don't want to leave, and the people who look at me and decided that I'm someone who's worthy of loving. So I won't do that. And I hope that throughout my life after CTY, I can stay in contact with all of you. And not in person, like on the Facebook group chat. And I expect everyone to use that. And not to name names here, but hint is that rhymes with Manny and Hillary and bike goal. So, yeah. I don't think I can ever say that I'm ready to leave CTY and ready to grow up, but I know that I won't be growing up alone. So, I'm ready to grow up together with all of you. So, I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the passion fruit. Sophia, can I have just one last drink? Ah. Alright, here we go.
Time limit.
Sorry.
Fiona.
Hi, my name's Fiona. I was with half of the session. If you don't know what that is, that's probably because we didn't have physical squid hats. Because of reasons. But basically, Squid Hats runs tentacles at the after dance, at every after dance. So it meant a lot to me to get this. It like helped me feel a bit more part of the tradition. I've been going here for 6 years, and CTY was a part of my life even before then. But so I'm passing on Squid Hats to okay, sorry, Julian Goodrich. I don't have anything physical to give you, so I'll give you a hug. So my sister went to CTY before me, and she taught me about CTY and is the reason I've gone to Lancaster for 4 years now. Yeah, this year was my mom's 8th year dropping off a child, and my 6th. I've changed a lot over my time here, and I don't know what of that is growing up and what of that is CTY. One thing is that I kind of like cling to my friends. So when I first came here, I had to come with nobody that I knew. So that I had to force myself to make friends and talk to people. And now, after 4 years here, I have so many friends who I love with my whole heart that I don't have to bring any friends with me because they're all already here. Although there are 6 of us from my school here, so that's a thing. So one thing, but like tying in with that, one thing that would happen is I'd spend a lot of time in my room because I'd get like tired of hanging out with people. But this year I made myself social and participating. And I like had the best time that I've had here. I write in this every night, and I've written like twice as much this year as like last year, and like my recaps of the other years combined. So it's been really beneficial. And I did things that I've never done before this year, and I've been so much closer to all my friends. Another thing is actually something I kind of learned from my sister is don't have shame in your actions. Obviously have like healthy shame, but like if you're like dancing badly, just dance badly. You are all my family and my friends, and I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY, and I love the passion.
That's why, yeah. So I didn't write a speech because, like, I thought something would come to me and it didn't. So, like, it's kind of rough, but it's basically CTY and, like, I did stuff before I came here, but when I came here, like, I realized the first day that, like, I was going to be included because usually I don't do social things. I walked like into that bed and there was this guy like and he asked if I wanted to play cards. It was my section at the table and like they're all playing and he notifies me that my hand is on the table and I need to like pick it up and play and I'm like, crap, you want me to participate? What? I was like so surprised that I could play like all the positions. I couldn't have told you what positions were in the past year. So I really didn't understand and like now I get it because that same person, like I looked up to him the whole time and he'd be like, what's that guy? He taught me what all the traditions were and that real CTY was a thing and I could look it up. And it's just like, I live in Salt Lake City, so it's not like I'm out here too much and y'all live in like New Jersey and stuff. So maybe I could come visit you, probably not. But I know that I've made friends for life, which is not something I can say about anywhere else. And I can't believe it. I have 2 years here. That's like 6 weeks. And I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love you, Passion.
Will! Will too.
Will!
Oh my
God, pay attention.
was like, with my left. I got you. It's a poop on screen. What? Okay, wait. You're gonna keep going. Okay, so. Hi, I'm Will. For those who don't know me, I'm the committee plays Frisbee with Michael Zeng everywhere on campus. This year was not the year I thought I wanted. Between begging on Richard's doorstep every morning and tonight and in the country. And all the new restrictions that were added, I found many cool people and John's Hall, which happens to be like the coolest hall ever, despite what Ari said. Thanks to John's Hall for letting me in on their Kahoot thing and their waxing and all the other things that they do, like moving furniture into bathrooms. Thanks to Michael, Elle, and Emma, and Ann for staying multiple years with me and being there. Thanks to Nathan for carrying us in the Frisbee tournament and showing us how to eat the babies. Thanks to Allison for being the sibling I never wanted and making me do stuff that might not be the best. And while I might not be able to thank everyone 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it was a great session. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I like you, and I love you.
GG.
can hear me. I didn't write a speech. I simply just between every speech I was like, oh wow, I wonder what I'm gonna say. And I figured why I was so excited to be here this year. The week before I left for CTY, I found out about something that happened long ago, like 6 months before, that had a huge impact on my life, and I hadn't known for so long. But I wasn't there, so I asked everyone. I found out everyone's truth to the story, but every truth was different. And it didn't just come down to what happened that day, it just came down to who I was. Eventually it blurred the lines between what was right and what was wrong, and whose actions were what, and Gigi, are you right or are you wrong? Are you a good person? Are you overreacting? And it tore me apart, but I put it behind me when I came here because I couldn't handle it. But here today, it like came back to going back home, and I thought, what is true? And it's only here that there's one truth, and it's like, we love you? Like, everyone loves you and everyone loves everyone? It's the best thing ever? And I love you guys! I'm sorry. And thank you for like the best session of my life. I'm sorry I'm having the worst voice cracks ever. Oh my goodness, okay. I like you. I love you. I CTY you. I love CTY and I love the passion fruit. I'm really sick, so like no one drink from this one.
Waterfall it.
Oh shoot, I can't do that.
You can if you believe.
Believe in
We're all sick, just do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drink this. Sorry. Lindsay! Take it. Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Can't stop it.
Say, so Anna's kind of going to do the voice.
Yeah, I'm better at talking than she is. So, we met at CTY 8 years ago. That is a long time, and also half of our lives, which is a thing I'm very proud of, and her too. Okay, you go.
I don't know, so we just kind of became family at CTY. We're no more.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry.
she's pretty sad about this fact. So, story time. I have a terrible life, and I was pretty sad, really sad. Lindsay knows how sad I was. Very sad. Very just down in the dumps. I will not go into details. But coming to CTY, it gave me hope that there are people out in this world that I can be friends with and they will accept me and I can live happily. Lindsay. So, yeah. Yes.
I like you. I love you, CTY.
We do.
Love CTY.
Yeah, we like SKL. Of course, Lindsay's never had SKL. Until now.
Anna! No, you're Anna.
Probably a different Anna.
Yeah,
There are like 5
I can't say it. Bufalin. Yeah. Different Anna.
Hi y'all. I got some information for you guys. My name is Anna. I have a brother, a little dog. I'm from Maryland. I'm 15. I don't eat fruit. I have fat chicken. I didn't really write a speech for today because I'm not really, Lauren's a cat kid like that. I don't really plan ahead. But I can tell you I came here 15.1. I was a little squirrel. I ran around the traditions were. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I came to 16.1, I met some great people. I learned what the heck was going on. I got to play Blammo back when Blammo was a game where you could touch people. I got to dance. I got to just have a good time. I came last year. I learned about dinosaurs with some of the coolest people on Earth. We learned flowers are all about sex, and that's all you need to know. I came this year, and I learned that your brain is kind of funky, and you can't trust anything. I met some of the greatest people in my hall here. I just had a really chill time in general. I went to morning run and never ran one single lap. I fell asleep at every activity I went to fell asleep. I didn't really do anything tremendous. I learned that you don't really need to care about like little things. You don't need to care about every single day. You just need to go through life. You need to chill out. Like, it's a good time. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, I want to say I love Rebecca. You're the best. I love Sarah. You're also the best. You're all the basic reasons I came this year because I wasn't going to come at all. I love everyone in my hall, especially James for putting up with my dumb ass. I love the rest of you for just being like this great community that everyone like built up on their own. Yeah. I like you. I love you. I CTY you. I love CTY and I love you.
Supposed to snore.
Bridget Wing. Bridget Wing.
Where the hell am I? My second year at Lancaster, and honestly, I've had some of the best moments of my life with these past years. Back at home, I live in a predominantly white town, and I've been a minority all my life. To be able to come back here in the summer and meet such a diverse group of people has been an experience I will never forget. I was a squirrel last year, and the community that this camp has was unbelievable. CTY is definitely the best summer camp experience I've ever had, and I would have to come back again. People from all over the world would come together and connect their individual talents and interests. All the students here are so accepting, smart, and respectful. This is a place where I can truly embrace my inner nerd. A big thank you to Nick, Justin, and Gabe for being my rocks this whole session. I'll never forget our many conversations at breakfast each morning. I know I'll continue to stay close to my amazing group of friends I made this year. Shout out to Audrey, who sadly left early, Michelle, Liz, Emma, Allison, Jordan. I love you guys. From staying up until 3 a.m. to cook ramen, intense games of ERS, spending every single activity at indoor cloud watching, or literally crying our eyes out about the stress we have dealt with in our Asian household. I've gotten close to 2,000 theories that I had with people I've known my whole life. I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY, and I love Passion Fruit.
Claire Roberts.
For years, I've defined myself by CTY. Ever since I was a 12-year-old squirrel playing cards in hidden hallways during the dances, I've been so in love with this place and everything it means to me. I can't remember a little moment home at school, but I feel so much happier. Something about CTY is different, the way I can't explain, but it's real. Like everything is possible. I learned how to start conversations with strangers, how to dance without being ashamed. Once you're young, it's natural
some of my favorite people in the world here. People who I know I'll meet up with in 30 years and will still remember all the lyrics and callbacks to American Pie. I'm kind of sad that I'll never be able to hear Anna's Son again without wanting to jump up and down in the gym screaming the lyrics and rattle like that. That's how I'm looking out into the future after CTY, where I don't have something to mark with 100 days, 2 months, 3 weeks until it's finally here, but years and years of great, unexpected things. I'm terrified and interested of how broken things can be life, and every time I thought of writing a speech, I couldn't hurt myself. But I feel myself growing up, and I think that's it. I tried through the whole dance class, the world in July, and felt like it was necessarily dramatic. And now I just feel kind of numb and disbelieving, and I know this might as well just happen. So, as we sing every night, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. So I'm going to try my hardest to take what I've learned from CTY and make something great with it. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, I love
trouble writing this speech because I feel like there's so much to say about how big CTY is. So much to say. So I probably gone through at least like 5 drafts and to read it again. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for giving me the chance to express myself and meet so many amazing people. Thank you for introducing me to cult culture and how it feels to be surrounded by people who all have one mindset and a set of canon songs where every feeling is feeling into the air. Thank you for giving me the best friends in my life and an amazing Paul and Ari every day. Thank you for being present. Thank you for the tea, the peace, the indoor grass orgies which are really just floor orgies which are really just regular orgies. In the time that I've been here, an awkward and uncomfortable 13-year-old until now, I've changed so much. I'm more sociable now. I'm a scared of the world. More comfortable in my own skin. But no matter how much I've changed, until I am during this period, that's why I always wish to get to it. Always welcome to being honest. Everything I like about this world. No matter who you are or what you like, there's always a place for you here. There's always something to return to. Although I won't have that anymore, CTY, as the light at the end of the tunnel, not to be dramatic, I look forward to seeing what will become my new life. I'll hold my time for social care, memories and volumes that you share as a man to light my way. Everyone here that everyone who is here will continue to help me. And to those who are leaving, I look forward to seeing how far it will go. Nisha, I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY, and I love you.
Well, Jace.
Hi y'all. I'm really bad at speaking in general. Just like
being eloquent, so my speech isn't gonna be like good or bad. It's gonna be words. Hopefully they'll make sense. Okay, so my first year was 17 last year, and I knew it was gonna be a good place when I got here really late, and it was like around 12 a.m. I think, and Susanna, my roommate last year, got out of bed and like helped me unpack, even though it was so late. So that was really great. And then this year, I knew it was a good year because Anna, the first day I was here, she slept for the entire day, which I mean is a big mood, and I would like to do that too. So last year I was in Logic C, and it was really fun, and I learned some amazing life skills like the fact that cannibalism is legal. And yeah, that was good. So last year was really fun, but I was super awkward because I didn't feel like I could myself and be outgoing. So I tried to fix that this year. I tried to actually like dance at dances, and I did great. Yeah. So even though it was just 3 weeks, it felt actually like much longer than that. I'm sure everybody feels the same way. So even though I didn't get to like talk to as many people as I wanted to, or I didn't get to hang out with everybody that I've seen, it's still, to me, I've still made an amazing amount of friends, considering how much of an introvert I am, how terrified I am, people in general. And I just want to thank everybody about how accepting y'all are. Because, I mean, you know, when you come from very strict Asian household, that's kind of an iffy thing, so it's cool here. And yeah, so it's just 3 weeks where you can just be you unapologetically. Like, everyone's weird here, so you're not really gonna stand out that much. I just want to like thank my hall this year because they're amazing, and I know a few of them are still probably sleeping in their rooms, but like if you watch the video later, yeah, that's the thing you do. That's it. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love Passionfruit. Chloe! Oh, wonderful. Okay. You brought a broad. That's it. I didn't care. Okay. I'm Chloe. I was in anyone I was paired with because I literally did nothing. I'm sorry, Henry. But I want to thank my home for making this my last year, the best year that I've ever had. And thank you, Emily, for listening to my weird rambles at night, even though none of them were related to anything that you were talking to with anyone else. Thank you, Maya, for being my host today. We literally just talk, act really nice out, and just laugh really loudly and hope that no one heard us. It was fine. This was probably my favorite year ever, even though it's my last year, so I'm very sad that it didn't come like very unfortunate because there were too many questions. So thank you, Lindsay, Joy, Marie, Layla, Alicia, Emily, that Emily too, and my entire whole president. Thank you so much. I can see you anytime I want. I know. And from the electrical fire in the ARAP classroom, now we have to move up to another building, go up 4 flights of stairs every day. Throwing ball at me while I was going up the stairs.
That made no sense. It's fine.
If anybody wants to go to breakfast, I'm taking people back to the quad.
Yeah, it's 7 hours past today. I was like, no thank you. But I went anyway, and I went to Carlisle, and it was actually pretty cool. So like, yeah, that was nice.
And I think we all know why we all love CTY.
You're gonna miss the girl who like keeps on jumping on people behind. You're gonna miss the boy who keeps trying to tell you about the effects of communism. And you're gonna miss your like weird roommate. Not you, Muriel, if you're here, but like, yeah. So just appreciate the people around you. Two, don't just sign up for the activities that your friends are doing. And don't just do crowd walking every day. And then, it's still kind of like, because as much as we might not believe it, we might try to disbelieve it, there is a social hierarchy here, and we do try to make people feel included. But like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we don't do a good enough job. So if you see someone like standing on the edge of the circle, and someone just like kind of sitting out I'm not really sure how to wrap it up, but I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the passion fruit. Veronica. Love you, Katrina.
CTYU. Hey, I'm I'm sad, but I'm also thankful because I never imagined I would get this opportunity. I loved everything here, all the friends, the food, class, activities, Turkey Hill, which I had no idea what I thought it was a hill at first. Like, what are we doing at this hill? Farmer's market on the table and Rocky Door. We went to the I looked around and everyone was raising their hand. And at this moment I realized two things. One, I'm not in Kansas anymore. And two, I definitely belong here. To me, CTY is a place where you can be yourself. You get to meet people from all over the world and make new friends. I feel comfortable and happy here because everyone's so kind and really active to listen and share ideas. I would never be listening to me. I was just the late 19th. Granny and I would be laughing on the bus stop while playing Jaws theme song on Vegas to do. I'm so grateful to have gotten to know so many faces and you all hold a special place in my heart. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the Bachelor.
Legendary Camp
So, Nolan. Often when people ask me about my summer, I'll have to explain that yes, kids actually go to this camp so that they can take a class and they like it. And then the person I'm talking to is not all just academic. So then of course you have to bring up the dances, and then they'll nod and pretend to understand a strange obsession with cows and eyelashes and terrible Italian spaghetti. So, naturally, after a brief silence, the inevitable question arises. So what is CTY really about? CTY is about learning, but it's also about leaving class to go catch fireflies in the quad. It's about sharing a song with a close friend, while lying on the cool grass and praying that everything is fine. CTY humbles you, but at the same time it opens your eyes to people and experiences you could never have even imagined. It's about wrestling with a difficult problem over dinner with your neuroscience classmates, and then finding out that philosophy student one table over has a completely different way of interpreting the situation. It's about waking up at 1 a.m. in order to beat the crowd, and then finding the laundry room completely full to the brim with sleepy campers. CTY is about stumbling out your dorm in the middle of the night with the blaring of fire alarms just in time to catch a spectacular film show. CTY is about making the best of your own time. People ask me how I feel. I reply that yes, I do feel some sadness. You folks are so kind, creative, hardworking, and special. And I regret that I'll never get the chance to do that. Many people have told me that leaving CTY is like leaving their own country. If you manage to drag yourself out of bed on the weekend and go for a walk on the quad, you'll see two friends simultaneously discussing the finer points of Descartes' cogito, along with the unique humor of surreal names. You'll pass under the arches, and you'll see volumes of CTY scrawled on the desk pieces, colorful chalk, full of phrases like, "You are beautiful," "The generation lost in space." You'll round the bend towards Hartford, remembering the dances of many years past. Currently, a first-year student sits on the stairs, watching the clouds go by. You think of all of the American pies and Mr. Brightside that she'll take part in for many generations to come. And you will realize in this moment that this campus is in good hands. So thank you for having us, CTY. You all really are a special bunch. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing years from now. I like you, I love you, I love CTY, and I love the Passion Fruit.
I feel like a lot of people are feeling kind of sad right now, like me. So I feel like it's time for the cathartic scream. On the count of 3, let's all scream. 1, 2, ah! All right, that felt pretty good, right? So, well, the first thing about CTY is when I arrived all those years ago, I think my first year was like 16.1 or something. I'm not good with dates. But I kind of arrived in like my Hot Topic merch, banging my head to MCR. I'm not that person anymore. And that is beautiful. Actually, I have some accurate pictorial representation. You see this little girl? I was hella stressed all the time. And now I am still hella stressed all the time. But in a good way. And yeah. Also, one thing CTY has really taught me is to really kind of trust in the community, like a really big community. I kind of had a hard time before trusting in other people and trusting in myself. And I really feel like by coming here, I kind of learned in some small way how to trust, others and really give all my love. And I want to bring that outside of CTY as well. So without further ado, I like you, I love you, I love CTY, and I love the Passion Fruit.
Okay, so my name is Sarah, and I'm a no more. And CTY has made such a big difference in my life, and I'm so grateful I got to experience it. I've never had any questions in the past. I've always been fascinated, but I'm willing to go back. And this year, again, is fascinating, but I know that I'm not going back. And honestly, I'm really not ready to leave, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't fully sunk in yet that I will leave this place and never come back. CTY is really symbolic for me. Every time I hear the letters of CTY, I remember all of my friends, the traditions, the community, and the memories that this place represents for me. It'll be the middle of winter and I'll be drowning in schoolwork, and the only thing that keeps me going is that I get to come back. I don't know what I'm going to do about I don't know what I'm going to do without you guys. I love CTY so much, and I'm scared to leave, but I know I won't lose all of the amazing friends and memories I've made here. I like you, I love you, I love CTY, and I love the passion.
Is Parker Rule here?
Yes.
Yes.
I am. Did I not sign out?
You did not.
Okay,
Michael
sorry.
Trojak. Leo Chang.
Wait, who?
Oh, yeah, Leo.
Oh,
Come on.
you
Went to breakfast? Alright, thank you. Also, if any of you want to go to breakfast, there's another shuttle leaving.
Richard, is there a shuttle back?
No.
Oh, so it's like a one-way?
Yeah.
Good morning, Ben.
Nathaniel!
Okay. Hello everyone. I woke up like an hour ago. Do not have a speech, so I'm just winging it right now. Have fun. CTY is an awesome place. I've been here for the past 3 years, 4 years at CTY. It's my first year being at Long Island. Although CTY has come to an end, I'm very happy that I've gone through this. I love CTY. I don't know what I have to say. Love you, CTY, etc. Thank you.
Mira!
Completely shot, and I wrote the speech at like 4 a.m. So we're gonna see how this goes. So my name is Mira. Hi, Mira. Site and session. And so CTY has always involved jumping around. I've never really had the chance to return to the same place and pick up where I left off. And you'd really think that after having to do it every single year, it would be easier to say my final year. But it really is.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to focus on what makes CTY great. I want to focus on the grass orgies on the Lafayette Quad, listening to Little Chris's insane sugar-fueled story spewing, Jung-Ann the Happy Tortoise, Quantum Tic-Tac-Toe, and getting Soul Shakers banned again. I want to focus on my first thing, my culture. The iconic hashtag Black Lives Matter that corresponding and Don Metzger's hair purple on the last day of class. The anode song speculating about the grapefruit, gay mafia, Patty's purple jumpsuit for power, being dared to memorize all of Kendrick Lamar's songs, watermelon sacrifices, not so subtly making fun of instructors to their faces. Probably won't remember exactly how I spent my last night with Black Pride 2, because frankly it's all over. But I will remember all of the amazing friends I've made. I'll remember Amy, the kindest soul I have ever had the absolute honor of meeting, my very first friend at CTY. Jess, my faithful and wonderful very first roommate. Jasmine, Michael, everyone else that I've momentarily forgotten to mention, and everyone here this year. loved in my last year at CTY. Years of experiences that I will cherish for the rest of my life. CTY causes a lot of pain at the end of the session, but I do it for the memory. And I know that it's my time to go. I'll still remember all of this. I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY, and I love you, Passion.
Joy!
Sorry, I have another announcement.
Hold on.
If you still have your keys,
I love
we
you,
like
Miro.
need you to go check out like now because C&E's only gonna be there until 9 when you guys have to go to class. Okay. I don't know if you guys still have them, but if you like still have them.
problem.
What?
Alec accidentally brought it to the airport like 3 hours ago.
You should have given them to the RPA, otherwise he's gonna get charged. Yeah, it's funny, bro.
Wait, whoever enters on this side
Hi guys, I'm Joy. This is only my second year. I came last year, 17-1. And even though I've only been at CTY for 6 years, it really felt like a lifetime. I know that I'm gonna keep in touch with forever and hopefully meet up in the future. CTY has really given me this family that I can hold dear to. You guys are more than just a group of nerds, just more than a community, but people that we I know can support me, that are there for me when I need it. CTY hasn't really changed me as a person. I think mainly it's helped me discover who I am, who I truly am. At CTY, I'm not afraid to be more open, to meet more people. I'm really sad that I'm not going to see all of you guys in the future because I'm together too hard. It really sucks because a bunch of my really good friends are and I'm really sad that I won't be able to see you guys run this camp next year. I know you guys are going to do an amazing job, but I want to say thank you to all the Roboys and submission owners this year for making this session great, really successful, really welcome to everyone. And I want to say that I can't wait to see what all of you guys will do. I know you guys are going to do an amazing job. See, I had a speech, but I'm kind of a mess right now. It's not good. Okay. Okay. I've made a bunch of really great memories here at CTY, which I know I will forever treasure. I'm not going to go into all of them, because I don't want to forget anything, but I love you guys so much. Yeah, that didn't go quite as I thought it was. I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY, and I love you. I had a speech, but I kind of didn't.
Jazz?
Alright, story time. So, I'm why wasn't really ever in a weird way because all the way on the East Coast, and that's it. And there's so roughly through here I've learned 5 things though that she conveniently forgot to tell me about it. So, number 5, it's a lot gayer than she forgot to warn me. 4, it's also weirder, and that is amazing because it's a place where you can really see where up and try to do all the weird shit crap you do, then that is fine. 3. I realized at least that I am smarter than I thought because I took Logic B, and that was hell. But I realized, shout out to Logic B, anyway, that I could survive anything. If I could survive 3 weeks of doing proofs, then yeah. I'm also a lot dumber than I am because everyone here is super talented and makes me feel not as talented, but I guess I'm here, so that counts for something. And my number one thing is, I finally learned what CTY really is. At first, because I was adopted by a tutor in my 4th year, I thought it was just that CTY was all about tradition and that everything was just about doing all these weird things. And yeah, those weird things are great. It's really the people who do them with you. So, quick shout out to my amazing hall. And I like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY and I love you. And I'm very scared of this.
Supposed to snort it.
Do it. You got it. You got it.
Raymond.
Yo, Raymond.
Come on, Raymond. I'm Raymond. Apologies for earlier. So this is my 4th year at Lancaster and at CTY, and I'm a no-more this year. And to be honest, I did not cry at the last dance, which I thought I would, consider I cried last year during my 1 more year. But I think it's because to me, CTY isn't the place anymore, and CTY will always be with me even when I leave. So in a sense, I'm departing today, but in a sense, I'm not. And so I think that's why tears are coming down my face right now. And as for the memories that I most cherished, I started here in 15.1. I was section 1 the entire way. 15.1, I got introduced to CTY Foursquare, and shout out to Max Lee, who's hopefully watching this from Stanford right now. Oh. Taught me Foursquare, and I still know how to go back to this license. And 16.1 was my best Foursquare year, and also met Dan Fu and Brandon.
I'm so sorry.
I like Dan Fu. Dan Fu's a cool guy.
Sure.
And then 17.1. 17.1. My hallmates were great, and we stayed up all night binging Hunter x Hunter with Michael Chang and Bjorn. Shout outs to them. And 18.1 this year. I didn't really try in Foursquare, but it was still a great year. Shout outs to Ben and Isaac for like always getting me out in Foursquare. And also shout outs to Alex, like all the Alexes, Allison, and also Aaron Erlanger, who's the next Foursquare team. And I mean, that's about it. I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the Passionfruit.
Michelle.
Michelle. Oh, she's up. Yeah.
I came here 2 summers ago, and I have never had such a life-changing experience at CTY.
Summer after summer gets better and better, and I'm so sad I won't be able to come back next year. The people here, especially Liz, Shig, Emma, Bridget, and Audrey, who isn't coming back. I mean, she left early.
better and be stronger. 3 weeks is such a short time, and it's hard to imagine that I got closer to my CTY family faster than I've ever had with anyone back home. So going back a little, my first year, I was like the short, awkward Asian girl, and now like, I'm still short, but less awkward where I'm going. CTY has been my home, and I can't express how much I love CTY. CTY has taught me to be a better person, to step outside my boundaries, and I never thought I would do Rocky or even speak at Passionfruit. CTY gave me a voice, and it's been better, even though there's a fact that I struggle a lot. I don't think I'll ever be quite ready to I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the passion fruit.
Benjamin!
Dude, actually laugh. I love you. I love you too, Will. Also, where's Michael?
I did CTY to go to the class, and that year is when I really first learned that CTY is not just about the class. Classes are fun sometimes, but it's really about the people you meet. Fast forward 2 years and I had my first year at Lancaster. I began to realize all the traditions and what they meant. And from that point on, I realized that CTY Lancaster was where I wanted to be every summer. It's going to be weird not being here, not meeting all the friends I meet, not playing Foursquare like with Raymond and Isaac, not playing ERS, playing President like now, doing all of the other things that you just do at CTY that you might not do anywhere else. CTY is a unique home for everyone. It gives people a place to be themselves, be with people that are fun and loving and kind, and just have everyone have a good time and do what they want to do. It's going to be weird not coming back next year. It doesn't feel quite right, but at the same time, I know it's time to move on. I've met so many friends here that I hope I will keep in touch with in the future. And with that, I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love Passionfruit.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I'm like one of the 500 Alexes at this camp right now. But yeah, this is my 5th year at CTY CTY. This shirt that I'm wearing right now is all the way from my very first event. I don't know how it's still fit, but hey, now that I have 5 shirts, I can wear a different color shirt for every day of the week, or every school day of the week, which is kind of cool. Now, I'd like to share a quote from one of my favorite authors, Pierce Brown, who said, "Home isn't where you're from, it's where you find life when all roads start." And despite all the constant stress in classes and APs back home, I found my life here at CTY. Among all of you guys, laugh and dance and cry along with me throughout all of my time here. CTY is my true home. Now, I'd like to share some highlights from my time here. So, in 15.2, we stacked like a foot-high mountain of sunflower seeds, and that was kind of fun. In Saratoga, there's a Latias, for those of you guys who play Pokemon Go, on the front quad. So there's like a huge stampede. Everyone was just crowding around the front quad, and it was great. And to 17.2, where back when Asher was still around, and he ran really fast, tripped, had to do a front flip over the rail to get his lightning covered. So that was also kind of cool. And this year, I'd probably have to say, just posing in the rain with everyone seeing country roads, probably very experience. So yeah, all of these experiences are things where I can't really get anywhere else, just at CTY. And this is what made CTY something that I look forward to every single year. Thanks to all of you guys for making this a great time. I like like you, I love you, I CTY you. I love CTY, and I love the passion fruit.
Yeah, Justin.
So, this has been my fourth and last year at CTY, and I
I had no idea. Bermuda, West Virginia.
And I think that's one of the special things about CTY. It's strange to think that I would never have met these people if my mom didn't convince me to go to nerd camp 4 years ago. Yesterday was our last dance, and honestly, I wasn't ready to say goodbye to everyone.
I don't think I've realized yet that today's the last day. I know it's still
I've had so many great memories over the years. Take, for example, Mama talking in his sleep that morning. He spoke in like 4 different languages and told us that LeBron James was a potato chip. Just when I thought that CTY had no more memories to offer, I got 2 gigabytes worth of complete gibberish. There are so many people at this site, and I really wish I had the chance to talk to all of you. You guys are all family to me, and I want to thank you for the best folks in my life. I also want to say that I was supposed to be a Savage this year, and I don't know if it's still a thing, but if you guys want to hear me live, I want to pass it down. So, I like you, I love you, I CTY you, I love CTY, and I love the passion.
Jordan.
Breakfast is over anyway. Stand on my water.
So I was thinking about what I was going to say in my passion fruit speech, and the first thing that kind of came to mind was this Ben Platt quote, which is, oh my god, I'm already gonna cry. The things that make you strange are the things that make you powerful. For me, this quote sums up to CTY. The things that make us so special and beautiful are the eccentricities that bind us together. We all know 42, the words of American Pie. We sing in Latin, Burpee, with the coconuts, and the Pokemon theme song. We all know Odd, the Scaling Triangle, and SKL Easy Mac. We build our own language out of squirrels and atoms and after dances. We have built our own community, a place where, on my way to Kivo for fries, I can see the gay stick and a trio of people with boots. CTY is a place where 3 weeks form stronger bonds than 3 years. I miss you, Mia. The people I've met here are like you, that hold me together. They are the most intellectually thoughtful, interesting people I have ever met and probably will ever meet. I'm looking at all of you guys. You have all taught me that smart doesn't have to be wrong. I can build my own identity and my own community. You guys have all taught me that the things that make us strange are the things that make us powerful. So even though I can no longer put on this lanyard every summer, I can still hold on to CTY in my heart. I like you, I love you. CTY, I love CTY, I love you.